You all doing? Again, it is good to see you. Remember, I told you we are doing this every day. And it's another day just to come here and tell you guys, hang in there. Don't give up. Don't give up, especially to my newer nurses. I have a heart for new nurses because I remember what it was like being that new nurse on the unit and not feeling like I actually had what it took to be a good nurse. I knew I'd always wanted to be a nurse. I knew that with my whole heart. Even when I was in college and went and did different things that had absolutely nothing to do with nursing, what ends up happening? Full circle, come right back to nursing. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So, especially to my newer nurses who are, or those who are in nursing school who are really trying to understand and see where they fit in and if this is really for them, know that it's for you and that you got this. Don't mind me. Let me silence this because what I don't want to happen is have this interrupting me while I talk to you guys. But yeah, understand and know that nursing school itself is hard if you happen to still be in nursing school right now. I remember being told that nursing school was more difficult than medical school because once you got into medical school, it was hard for you to flunk out. Like they would do whatever was necessary to make sure that you were able to stay in the program, that you were able to finish, you got the resources given to you to make sure that you'd be able to succeed. But that nursing is the opposite. So, where going to medical school, it may be harder to get in. With nursing school, is easier to flunk out, meaning you didn't have as many opportunities to get it right before you were booted from the program. I remember medication tests, I should say. Every week we had a medication test, and you had to hit a certain percentage every week. I think you were giving an opportunity to two, maybe two or three tests below that threshold before you were booted. Booted. I remember there was a girl who had missed it by, I would say, something like 3 points, and they did not give her a pass or a chance. She got booted from the program. They were not playing games. But I came in with the mindset of if I have to create my own study groups, I would start looking around the room, the classroom. So while professor's talking, and I'm just looking at the folks and looking and see like who's really paying attention, who really looks serious about being there. And when we would have a break or class was over, I would inevitably find my way to them and say, you know what, let's create our own study group. I was determined that I was going to do well in nursing school, that was not going to be a thing for me. And thankfully, nursing school it wasn't easy, but I found the real test came when he finally got to the unit and finally got on the floor. And whereas if you're a nurturing person, sometimes you look to be nurtured. And I honestly thought that nurses, because we care for others, that these are naturally caring people. Little did I know I was not going to feel or experience that as a new nurse. It had gotten so bad where I literally was going home some nights like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'm cut out to be a nurse. I don't think, I mean, like Some of the more seasoned nurses were so mean. Oh my gosh, they were so mean. And I find it the weirdest thing because if you've ever had to precept or there's ever been someone new on your unit, new on the floor, and you're getting them situated to what that looks like, and they're coming to you with questions and they look hesitant, like they don't really want to ask, and you're like, no, it's fine. Ask me whatever it is you want to ask. Listen, whatever it is you need, let me know. I'm that nurse. And I always wanted to be able to be a resource wherever I could because I know how difficult it is sometimes to have to rely on people for an understanding. And I did not want anyone else to feel that way. So people were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Is it okay if I take your number? I'm like, sure, of course. It's no problem. Even when it comes to blood draws. I remember there's a young medical assistant who was new and she was really trying to get a handle on blood draws. I'm like, come on, you need an arm? Here you go. She's like, really? You let me? I'm like, of course. I'm like, listen, we all had to start somewhere. We all had to start somewhere. And she did well. And to this day, she's like, I still remember you were the first person that let me let me poke them. Let them poke. I was like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? I would hope that someone would be encouraging and help me along, which is why I think it's so important. So even if you're watching this as a more seasoned nurse, let's not forget how to encourage and take under our wings newer nurses. It's not easy. It's not easy. And if you can kind of think back and remember what that looked like for you, you remember it wasn't easy for you either. So why do we want to heap this additional stress on others? Some people try to act like it's a rite of passage. I don't think so. I think there's no need for it to be. Nursing itself as a profession with the responsibilities we have is hard enough as it is. It's hard enough as it is. Why make it any harder when we don't have to? When we can encourage each other? When we can pull a nurse aside and be like, hey, you know what? I noticed that you were struggling with this. And tell them and not broadcast it throughout the unit or with others. Why? Let's be kinder to each other. Come on, let's be kinder. Trust me, it goes such a long way. That nurse will always remember your kindness. They will. Because I still remember the nurses who were kind to me when I just couldn't get a handle on certain things. I still remember them and pray them well. I pray they're all doing well right now. But we all know what that looks like and what that is. And offer that encouragement when it's needed. I remember being in the medication room, and I guess I must have really looked down. I'm one of these people that I really wear my expressions on my face. So I try to be mindful of that so that people don't always have to see you sweat. But I remember a nurse coming in the medication room while I think I was getting some fentanyl together to do burn care for a patient. And she came in there and she closed that door. She was like, listen, don't you let anyone drive you away from this profession. And I'm like, huh? Little newbie. I'm like, what? She's like, don't let anyone drive you from this profession. Do you want to be a nurse? I was like, yes. She's like, do you want to be a nurse? I was like, I do. She's like, okay, then. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Don't let any of these people take that away from you. And that was some of the best advice I'd ever gotten. To this day, I see some of those people, they see me, oh, as sweet as pie, as sweet as pie. And I have to say to myself, I said, oh my gosh, this is the same one that gave me hell. Go figure. All these years later, go figure. But you see what I'm saying? How that moment in time could have totally changed the trajectory of my life if I had taken that so seriously that I decided I wasn't going to be a nurse anymore. Don't allow anyone to have that kind of power over you that they can change the direction of your life. That is such a big deal. But in that same token, look at the power you have to be able to influence a life, influence a new nurse, influence their career, and what could be either a make or a break moment for them. We never know from day to day, from moment to moment, what people are struggling with and what that looks like for them. Some people may have felt they just got over the hurdle of nursing school. Whew, finally passed that NCLEX, only to get to a hospital, a facility, get to that first job, and you feel like you are on the American Gladiators. I know I'm dating myself now. You got to run the gauntlet just to be able to prove that you should be there. You shouldn't have to do that. Not at all. So I want you to, new nurse, remain encouraged. You got this. Find yourself a village. You may not already have one. Start to look. Start to look and see different nurses that you could talk to. Sometimes it may even be a nurse manager. And you may say to them, hey, can I take you out for coffee? When we have a break, can we go downstairs to the cafeteria and I buy you some coffee? I just want to pick your brain about something. I won't take up all your time. They'll appreciate that. Sure, they may be busy. They may say, oh, I only have a few minutes for you, or whatever the case is. Take whatever it is they can give you. But they will see your willingness and that you want to learn, that you want to grow, that you want to be a better nurse. It means so much. Trust me. They remember that. It's not overlooked. Even though you don't think people are looking and paying attention to it, it isn't overlooked. And for my seasoned and veteran nurses, you know how amazing you are. Let's help some of the younger ones out. Help some of the newbies out. If you see they're struggling, you see they're drowning, what can you do to help get them right side up? What can you do to help get them to the place where they feel a little better about themselves and about this amazing career we have? Sometimes it's just a kind word that could really make the difference in someone's life. We know what that looks like with our patients. Let's start to extend the same grace to each other. All right, okay? I know we got this. Like I said, I already know this is like one of the best professions, the best profession in the world. You imagine what is possible when we all get on one accord, when we're one band with one sound. Imagine what that can look like. We'd be unstoppable. So let's focus on that. Show grace, show kindness, be amazing. You already are. Just allow others to see it now. So until next time, friends, take care. Always great talking to you guys. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. So I will see you all then. So be well, stay safe, and I'll talk to you next time.